Good morning and welcome. Oh, my voice. Good morning. No, it did it again. What is happening? It's a weird Tuesday. Let's bring in Mike Eppel. His voice is much deeper than mine. Hi, Mike. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Well, I'm just fixing this. I don't know what's going on. A little puberty.
I actually woke up with not much of a voice this morning.
Yeah, what's going on with you?
I don't know. It's just early. It'll come. Don't worry.
Things will change. Things will change. The body changes, yes.
Couple more cups of coffee, we'll be fine.
There you have it. Mike, okay,
Yes.
So we know gas prices will continue to climb. Where are we going tomorrow?
Over $1.90.
Over $1.90? Is that? Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Yeah. $1.89.9 or $1.99. Well, $1.90.9, if you will. Yeah, we're going to match the previous record high here, Melanie, and it's going to go up 3 to 4 cents according to the early bird forecast for this time tomorrow morning. And it really doesn't have too much to do with the price that we're seeing for oil right now, because oil has kind of been stuck around $102, $103 per barrel. The issue right now is the fact that the shipments of gasoline to Europe from the U.S. right now have gone significantly higher. And that all comes back to the war in Ukraine. Russia is trying to, or excuse me, the European countries are trying to wean themselves off of Russian oil and natural gas and gas supplies in general. So they got to get supply from someplace. We've got some, and this is something that was talked about at the start of the war, that consumers were going to feel this through the global supply and demand metrics, whether that is commodity prices or oil and gas. And that's the main contributor right now. And keep in mind, it's the month of May. We've got, in a few weeks' time, Victoria Day holiday, Memorial Day in the U.S., driving season begins. And you have to wonder exactly whether or not consumers are going to be out and about as much as maybe previous years, or they're just going to say, it is what it is, I'm going to fill up the tank and drive wherever I want. Or does this start to change consumer habits, going forward here to, maybe shifting to EVs or just driving less or taking transit or what have you. The other thing I want to quickly mention, Melanie, this morning is the fact that natural gas, of which we also have an abundant supply, but again, huge shipments of liquefied natural gas going overseas to Europe to supply that market right now. And the price I'm looking at for natural gas is at a 14-year high as of this morning. So that's going to have a ripple effect through your heating bills as well going forward.
Oh, goody, Mike. All right.
Sorry.
Yeah. Bearer of bad news, always. That's okay. U.S. Central Bank looking to raise that overnight lending rate to what?
Well, it's going to go up 0.5% tomorrow, maybe 75 basis points, although that's kind of an outlier belief in the market right now. Interest rates are going up, and what central banks are doing is they're trying to actually slow things down a little bit by tightening borrowing costs to affect the consumer trends for borrowing. This is their lever, basically, to keep inflation down. And again, they have that much sway, considering that a lot of things that are going on right now are very much out of the realm of monetary policy, unless you just crush consumers. And that has actually some thinking that second half of this year, we could actually be tipped into a recession if they overdo it. So a lot, riding on this announcement coming up tomorrow by the U.S. Federal Reserve. The central bank in Australia today raised its overnight lending rate for the first time since 2010. So it's a global trend here that borrowing costs are on the rise and the pushback against inflation. We'll see if it works.
Quickly for you, Mike, we showed a highlight of both Trudeau and Ford in Windsor yesterday making this auto announcement. What are you following from that?
Yeah, they didn't talk too much to each other either on the cusp of an election campaign. Don't want to give any sway to the political aspects of this, but a lot of money going into the Windsor and Brampton Stellantis automotive plants. There was some question about what was going into the Brampton facility specifically, Melanie. It looks like that's going to be toward electric vehicles, and that has certainly been the trend right now in the automotive market in this province. And it's coming. It's just a question of how quickly can all of this stuff be built, and then we need, again, the infrastructure to power all this stuff.
Quick question for you as we go to break, Mike. Have you received your license plate refund yet?
Oh, yeah.
You got it?
Yep.
Surprised by the amount? Just taking a quick
Was
survey.
I surprised? Well, no, I was surprised. I go, did I get a sticker renewal in the past? And I go, oh, yeah, I did, too.
Oh, yeah. Now you remember.
That was a surprise. I'm like, I can't even remember doing that.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking all about this. Appreciate it, Mike, with our Tammy
Yep.
Sutherland, because if you receive that refund, you're going, wait a second, how does that number add up? My family member got something different. We're going to break it down for you, why you're getting what you're getting with Tammy. That's next.